Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
South Padre Island. Enjoy endless activities for all ages. Then dance the night away with live music, savor fresh seafood, and discover unique food trucks and shop our charming boutiques. What are you waiting for? Escape the everyday at South Padre Island.
Welcome back. Our second show as a part of our doubleheader. This is On the Pitch with Coach Edward Rojas. Monday morning, January 26th. I'm Kevin. That's Coach Rojas. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Glad you're here. Another episode of On the Pitch. Talking some Bloodhound soccer, Coach. The soccer team, a little bit of a different scenario from basketball to where soccer, we're just now getting to the halfway point of the season. The final game, the final match of the first round is on Wednesday against San Antonio St. Mary's Hall, proving to be a big one in the district standings.
Yes, sir.
St. Joe is coming off of an 11-0 win against St. Anthony's last Tuesday. There were no games this past weekend. The seniors were out on retreat, so both teams were willing to move the game to Wednesday. So, but let's start with Tuesday's win against St. Anthony's. You know, obviously an 11-0 win for the Bloodhounds on the road. Just talk about the win.
Yes, the win was really good. You know, it served for us to get back on track on winning. The boys did everything that we've been practicing, and more than anything, we keep that good chemistry between the team. Yeah, so the 11-0, it was sadly for St. Anthony, but we had to do what we had to do, and
for sure,
it went really well.
For sure, and like I told you last week, you know, it could be that, you know, respectfully, that get right game to where the kids can just kind of find that confidence again. You know, get that swagger that they had going into the St. Anthony's game. You guys go up there, you get the job done. You did what needed to be done. And then you had the rest of the week off.
Yes.
You know, so how did y'all, you know, handle the rest of the week just with practice, and what were maybe some things that you guys went over?
Yeah, we went over a lot of the defense part. I was telling them that, like, hey, sometimes we have to try to see what the opponent is doing and to test them out, and then after that we go do what we do really good, the attacking part, right, scoring and everything. But I think we were trying to work more the defense part. And during the week, I think we missed our seniors.
Yeah, the seniors are out on retreat. So.
But other than that, yeah, the team did really good. They came out to practice. We worked out and all of the good stuff.
That's good. And again, there was no game on Saturday, so again, the team had a good restful bye, getting ready for now Wednesday. That's a big match against San Antonio St. Mary's Hall, a team that is currently in second place. Gonna pull up the standings here. You still have San Antonio Christian at 4-0, St. Joe and St. Mary's Hall both with one loss apiece. So really, it's a battle for second place. But if you want to stay in the district title race, a win certainly helps that cause. A second loss will really kind of put a damper on any potential district championship hopes. So, again, St. Mary's with one loss, St. Joe also with one loss. Both to San Antonio Christian, ironically enough, right? So we're 4-1 in districts, correct? Okay, so we're 4-1. St. Mary's is 4-1. Coach, what's been your thoughts on the district thus far, given that we're fixing to get to the halfway point?
Like about the teams?
Yeah. What are your overall thoughts on the district? I mean, with the exception of St. Mary's, we've already played everyone else.
It's been a challenge, right? For me, it's good to know all the teams, right? I think I get to get that same experience as the players and the
Yeah.
kids, and they get to tell me like, hey, this is how they play. 'Cause I will just go with like the word of mouth, right? 'Cause they would just tell me, no, they're really good, they're really good,
Yep.
and then I will be expecting like, oh, pues,
Yeah.
who are we going against, right? You'll get those nerves, but more than anything, the experience for me, I learned that the district, it could be tough if we don't get to manage it really good. And I think Sax is Sax from what I learned. And St. Mary's, I think it's gonna be a good challenge as well, 'cause I think Sax beat them 2-1.
2-1, yeah.
Yes, the coach called me not so long ago. He told me that they were losing 1-0. The Sax was
Oh.
losing 1-0, and then the whole team just dropped down, and it was a challenge for Sax to
Wow.
score on them. And at the end of the day, I think the last 10 minutes, he told me they got lucky and scored 2 goals.
Wow.
So he told me, hey, it's gonna be a challenge. So
Yeah. The good thing is that it's a home game. It's
yeah.
a home game here at Canales Field, so the Bloodhounds have that cut out for them. But St. Mary's, last year, the game up there was wild. The game down here was crazy. So it's just another opportunity for this team to continue to grow, and just another big game on the schedule with three top teams being St. Joe, Sax, and St. Mary's. Although I do feel, we talked about this way back in our volleyball show, is that the volleyball team was so young, but Coach O and I would always say that yes, they're sophomores, yes, they're freshmen, but once you get this late into the season, the experience, they got it now.
Yes.
And I think that benefits the freshmen that we have on the team right now, is that they've already gotten a big game against San Antonio Christian. They've played at Sam's. We played at Weslaco. They've played all these big schools and big teams. They played up. How much do you think that helps with the younger guys?
No, it helps them a lot. Like I said, the experience for them, and more that they're freshmen, is
Yeah.
gonna help them out to develop themselves as we go, like in the years, right? And in the season more, 'cause they already know what to expect. They already know what to expect from Sax, from St. Anthony's, and the other schools, and now our big test, right? St. Mary's Halls. And it's like I told them, we have to just be thinking right and go ready to expect like a big challenge more than anything. So
The plus is that you get everybody back today for practice. So you have today and tomorrow to prepare for Wednesday, because traditionally you would just have one day, Monday.
yes.
But you have today and tomorrow to prep with your full team. So just what's the plan over the next two practices?
Yes, today we were gonna like do the workout that we have to do and then watch some film more than anything, so we could get the guys together and
Put a game plan together.
Yeah, game plan together, and then Tuesday practice outside in the field and just do a little bit of the things that we have to correct, and then be ready for Wednesday.
Absolutely. With what you can share, what are some things that stick out to St. Mary's that you've seen?
That I've seen, they have really fast the offense. They're really fast. The defense maybe could get lucky there.
Okay.
But for the offense, yeah, they're pretty good. The wingers, they play really fast. They're really fast, and I think that's what they're gonna use, like the long ball and things like that.
Okay.
So that's something to be ready for.
And you can educate me on this, given that most of these boys played in that long ball offense. Does that give us an advantage, knowing what to expect as far as having done it? Does it give you an advantage?
Yes, it gives an advantage because we know how to defend it,
Right.
or what to do once we have that long ball and who to pass it to and things like that. But I think yes, because when I watched film about St. Joe like a long time ago, that's what they would do right last year.
Yes, it's
long ball.
Yeah, long ball. Yeah, run and gun.
And it worked perfectly. I was like, and they knew. I think the other schools knew it, but they just couldn't stop it. So
Yeah,
that's really good.
for sure. Offensively, how aggressive do you plan to be, again, with what you can share, given that you see some parts of the defense that you can take advantage of. How aggressive do you plan on being?
So, like I said before, I think it's first to know how the other team is gonna play us. Because if we go like aggressively, I think you never know. They could get us on the counter attack, like I said. So for now, we're gonna test them out and see what they do. But I think we should be doing really good on offense either way. So
Absolutely. Bloodhounds have a big game on Wednesday against St. Mary's Hall. We're going to step aside and we're going to take a quick timeout. This is On the Pitch with Coach Edward Rojas when we come back.
Rio Grande Valley. Join us as Texas Southmost College in Brownsville launches its 100-year celebration with a Centennial Conjunto Festival you don't want to miss. Tejano legend Michael Salgado takes the stage with a special appearance by Sonny Sauceda. It's free and open to the whole familia. Live music, food vendors, a beer garden, and only good times allowed. Saturday, January 17th, all day at Texas Southmost College. Celebrate with TSC, 100 years strong. Nos vemos allí. For more info, go to tse.edu/conjunto.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Hello, sports fans. I'm Jason Starkey with Gallery Homes.
Here at Gallery, we make building your new home simple and stress-free. From sales to selections, we handle every step so you can enjoy the journey to your new home. This is Gallery, where your dreams become reality.
Hello, sports fans. I'm Jason Starkey with Gallery Homes.
Here at Gallery, we make building your new home simple and stress-free. From sales to selections, we handle every step so you can enjoy the journey to your new home. This is Gallery, where your dreams become reality.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to play professional soccer.
I want to play at Carnegie Hall.
At Brownsville ISD, dreams take shape with nationally recognized academic programs, championship athletics, and distinguished fine arts. Success isn't just a goal, it's our tradition. The best choice for your child's journey is Brownsville ISD.
Welcome back to On the Pitch with Coach Edward Rojas as a part of our doubleheader. So the Bloodhounds are fixing to wrap up the first round of district play on Wednesday. That'll be against San Antonio St. Mary's Hall, and that'll be a big matchup. Again, both St. Joe and St. Mary's Hall coming in with 4-1 district record. San Antonio Christian at the top of the district with a 5-0 district record. So again, St. Joe wants to stay alive in that district title race. A win on Wednesday would put them in a good position for that. Coach, where do you feel is the DNA? I ask all our coaches this when we get to the halfway point. What's the DNA? What's the identity of this year's soccer team?
More than anything, I think we have learned in the process, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think me coming with a big change and them not knowing me and me not knowing them has been like all around. But I think the DNA has been the hard work that they have put more than anything. I think the hard work, how can I say it? I forgot the word.
The willingness.
The willingness
to adapt. The kids just adapting to a new system.
Yeah, adapting to the new system, and more than anything, I think the input that they put to the team, that discipline, and I think it has taken a little bit of time, right?
Yeah, to buy in, sure.
Yes, to buy in, but they believe in it. I think when I first started, like the first couple practices, I talked to like Johnny and them, the seniors, right? Like, hey, like, what do you expect from me, right? Or from the team, or what do we want to do? More than anything, they were like, no, pues, to have a good season, right? It's my last one, things like that. And for me, it was like, look, I have this goal in my mind. I don't know as if it's gonna sound crazy, but it's to win state, right? I think every coach tries to go into the season thinking they might have a chance or things like that. But since I got here, for me, it has been like, I think we could go through, right? We could go through, and I think it's been an idea that I put into them, like, hey, anything is possible if we do everything correct. If you listen, if you put like a certain things aside and be like, hey, this is the goal, not just for me, but for everyone that's around me. So I think they have been doing well, and that's our goal.
And the good thing too is that the standard's been set. And I think that was a good thing, that you don't have to quite sell them on that. Because it's already in their brains. You can only push that forward and say, hey, like, you all know the standard, and it's just a matter of keeping that standard for this team. Not for just the seniors, but for the younger guys. And you and I have talked at length about the young kids being a part of the program, and the freshmen seeing their brothers play, being here at St. Joe in 7th and 8th grade, watching the comebacks against Second Baptist, watching all of the success that this team has had. And, they want a piece of the pie too, right? So with that comes just a newfound motivation, a breath of fresh air, really, with the freshmen coming in and saying, hey, we want that too. And we want it not only for ourselves, but most importantly, we want to give our seniors one last run. And I think that's what that's where this team is at right now.
Yes. And like you said, they know each other really well. Like the whole team knows each other from a long time ago, and they're like, no, I've seen him play since this time and this like that. And where I'm going with it's like, you could just feel it, right? Like the good vibe, the good atmosphere around the team, and I think it's not something that, hey, I want you to do it. It's more on, hey, we could do it together.
Right.
So I think that's what counts at the end.
As a coach, you talk about the kids buying into the philosophy, the system, and just your way of doing things. Do you feel the team's headed in the right direction? Coach Sammy and I, we just talked about the team. They're trending in the right direction. They're peaking at the right time. Obviously, you guys are still just now getting to the halfway point, but do you feel the team's headed in that right direction as far as the scheme and just the way we're playing, and we're feeling good about ourselves?
Oh, yes. And more than anything, because mostly of the players, like in the stats that I send you, if you look at them, many players have scored, like a lot of players. I think maybe could be like 6 players at the moment that haven't scored, and 2 of them are goalies. The rest are like defenders and things like that. So that's kind of like, they know that it works. They know that it's been really helpful. And I think the turning point was BISD tournament. I think that was one that I think we learned, right? I think I've learned from that one, and that's when I changed a lot of things. Mostly like how we played and how we reacted to things, and I think that was the turning point for us.
Absolutely.
So they had built us to do really good, and I think Sax was a challenge, but I think we could have beat them. It was just, we were just unlucky. That's how soccer is. But other than that, I think yes, we've been doing.
Consider it a rock on the road, as I always say. But again, the Bloodhounds will be back at home on Canales Field Wednesday in a big matchup against San Antonio St. Mary's Hall. The JV will be at 2 o'clock, and the varsity will be...
Oh, for Wednesday?
For Wednesday.
Oh, yes. No, it's just at 12, right?
Got it right here. I got it right here. 1 and 3 o'clock.
This one.
Junior varsity at 1, and the varsity at 3 o'clock. So again, really big week for Bloodhound Athletics. Tonight, the junior high boys basketball, they're home against Stillman. Tomorrow will be a doubleheader from the Dome with the girls and boys basketball teams at 2 and 3:30. The swim team will be at their regional meet tomorrow morning. We wish them safe travels. Soccer will be on the pitch on Wednesday. And then Friday, tennis will have a meet. Tennis and powerlifting will both have meets. And then Saturday, a lot going on Saturday. Soccer will go to Laredo. Basketball will go to San Antonio. And track will be at their first meet at the PSJ Winter Relays. So plenty of work to go around for all of our athletes here at St. Joe. Coach, you keep up with the local soccer scene?
Oh yes.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on where the season's at?
Oh, it's been amazing. I think that game versus I watched the Vets versus the Economides. That was a really nice game, really intense.
Yeah.
I think because they scored, I think in the last few minutes, Economides, so they won like 2-1. That was a good game, and I watched also the Lopez versus Pace.
Yeah.
And it was good. Lopez is Lopez. Right?
Yeah. I mean now they have their work cut out for them, you know, because of the news that came out with the ineligible player. They went into that match 0-3. Now they're 1-3. So, they're gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. They just may not win the district championship. But I think if you're Lopez at this point, just get into the playoffs, and once you're in, you know that could
the
be
rest
a very
doesn't matter.
Exactly. The rest doesn't matter. If this team is sitting in the region final in a month and a half from now, no one's gonna remember this little cloud for Lopez. How's Porter doing? You keep an eye on Porter.
They had loss versus Lopez last week.
Yeah, now it's reversed. It's flipped.
Now it's reversed. Yes, I haven't.
Your alma mater. How's your alma mater doing?
Rivera.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, they won 5-0 versus Donna.
Okay.
Yes, I've been watching them too. Yes, all of them. Most of the other teams.
Good deal. Well, that's Coach Edward Rojas. I'm Kevin. We're going to wrap up our show here on a Monday morning. Again, we are live in the Bloodhound Cafe. You rather play in cold weather or warm weather? You're a soccer guy.
Warm weather.
Warmer weather. Wednesday shouldn't be that cold. It's going to be a little cold, but not nowhere near as it is today. The coldest soccer game was last year, though, in Victoria. It was like in the 30s.
Oh, yes,
like no joke.
Yeah, Profe told me about that.
No joke. That game was the coldest game. I went and bought gloves. I had hand warmers, feet warmers, you name it.
Was it raining for that one?
Thankfully, no. Thankfully, no. It was just really, really cold. And I remember it's at a city park.
Ooh.
So I remember we got there early and we kind of we had maybe about 45 minutes to kill, and we just sat on the bus because we weren't gonna get down until we absolutely had to.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
The Profe was talking about that not so long ago. That's funny. He was like, no, it was, his words.
Yes.
Yes. Like, frío.
Yes, it was very cold, and it was cloudy, so there was no sun. It was just it was one of the colder days. But anyway, we should have some good weather on Wednesday when St. Mary's Hall comes to town. So again, if we encourage everyone to come out and support the Bloodhounds throughout the week with all the athletic events that we have. If you can't, we got your back here on the Bloodhound channel. So Coach, thanks for joining us. Every Monday morning at 10 a.m. will be Double Dribble with Coach Sammy Lucio, 10:30 on the pitch with Coach Edward Rojas. A special thank you to Miss Amanda and everybody here in the Bloodhound Cafe. We hope you all have a good and warm week. We'll see you all next week. This is On the Pitch with Coach Edward Rojas.